Network efuse network. Waiting for someone to the music. No, I'm live on YouTube. Njagala ono. Okay, is there anyone with any software engineering question, programming question? So, any programming question, guys? I'm ready to answer you. Any programming question? What is a brim? A brim. B-R-I-M. B-R-I-M. I'm not getting the brim. Let me just guess.
Something that provides shelter to a face.
To
a face. To feel something to be doing.
Oluzungu kitugwamu lugwe.
A grave is a heart.
Heart.
A coffee.
Bakireese ono nekimbula naye engize nenifreshinga ne bandetera ebirala. Walaikum salam warahmatullah Ashraf. Thank you for appreciating. Okay, I've decided to answer you guys. Anyone with any programming question? I'm also live on YouTube. So any engineering question, I'll be glad to assist. Yeah. Anyone with the engineering question? Learn. Ashraf on YouTube, you were asking how do I come with the. Oh, let me first decrease this volume. Ashraf on YouTube, you were asking me how do I come up with a point of sale of for Hello Shop to develop it, or okay, you guys, some software, or let me call them softwares because of different nature. Some softwares are better to get the ones that are already on the market, whether you crack it or not, or you pay it duly, or you pay it monthly for some services, or you buy something that you'll never upgrade somewhere. But like to come up with a point of sale software, and when you want something that is developed from the scratch, it will be very long and very expensive. So there are a lot of softwares, so you may move like from the all of, you may check that all of the biggest supermarkets even in the world, there is no one that has its specialized software. So that is yeah, you may find that all supermarkets, the biggest that are known, you may fail to get any supermarket that has customized its customized software. Yes, first of all, software is expensive to maintain, as the operating system or other software connected to the thing that if they upgrade, also you have to upgrade your software. So it means you have to be with a dedicated engineering team to always work on your software. So the better thing for some software, for some software, for some software, you have to just grab the software that is available on the market. Yes, like like as I've said, any post software or supermarket software, shopping software, school management software, such software, it's better you make research and get a better software on the market. Though I'm not certain, I'm not a retailer of software, because you can ask me, okay, you tell us. There are those that are dedicated to selling those software, and really they have experience, they can tell you and they can manage it for you. I see people advertising that they sell software, and really they are doing a good job. So some software, you have to just use the software on the market because it's expensive to make a software and to maintain it. Leave about producing it, but time comes when you will make an expensive software customized for your own maybe supermarket, and then you can fail to maintain it. Time will come when you are using it on maybe on Windows, then boom, Windows brings up a latest operating system. You will find that your software can no longer work with the current Windows. So boom, you will fail with the software. Yet you will find that a supermarket has used a certain software for years, for more than 20 years. Yes, I've told you from the world, you can check from even the biggest supermarkets in the world. You may fail to get some that are using their own software. Yeah. So for that point of sale, there are a lot of options. Though I get a problem when people ask me, you tell us which software can I use, like in such places, hospitals, because I'm not a retailer. I'm a guy who does develop software from the scratch. Though even right now I do not work for people. Even you cannot approach me that I want this software. So I concentrated on my own things. But for some software, guys, you have to just use that one on the market. That's better, because you may spend much money and then you fail to use that software. Because if you see many of the software that, like for example, the supermarket, I see some you use there is a certain common software, Lightbook. I see it being used by many supermarkets. There is Lightbook, then there is another software like 3. They are very common in most of the supermarkets. So it's better to use such software. Yeah, there are a lot of software, and I see many guys, they do retail software. Yeah, so like to make customized the software, this can be, for example, when it comes to big entities or governments. Yeah, and not every government can afford to develop its own software. You can find like the US government, but also you will find it that they are also using some software from those ones from the market. Yeah, so, and these companies that work or do this software, they are good at making the best. So you'll find that there is something that is beautiful which you can buy or rent, and you customize it to your own desire, for your own to your own desires or designs. Yeah, but for software for retail, I'm not certain. I can't tell you that you try this twist. I don't know. I'm a guy who is used to developing software from the scratch, so I'm not used to software that is on market that I can tell you for this use this, for hospital use this. No, yeah. Any engineering question? Any engineering question? Uh, bro, also about how to answer the job interviews of programming staff. Okay, I always tell you, in our sector, it's funny. In our sector, the only interview, they are going to make you sit and do the things. No, they, with the programming, when you want a job, they don't ask you questions. No, the only question they say, do you do this? Okay, even they don't, in many times they don't ask you what do you do. It's you to tell them what do you do. Then you have to do what you say that you do. Like me, you can't come to me and I like interview you that you come to me, you want a job, and I interview for what? The interview is you to sit on the computer. So they take a companies, no, they will just make you to sit there, do the things you say that you do. That's so. So never prepare for programming interview. The interview it's doing. So when you go for okay, when they are recruiting you or when they are testing you, they will only test you with the hard work there. You do the things. Yeah. Not something like interview questions, no. Don't beat up yourself that you make a practice of the things you have to reply. No, because you are not going to be answering questions. Yeah, your work is not interactive with the conversations. No, you are going to be coding. Why do they ask you? They are not interested. They are not interested with what is coming from your mouth, or what you can write. No, what you can code. So they are after what you can produce, not what you can answer. So those are the interviews with the programming. Yeah, even they won't ask you your academic papers for what, because there are a lot of people with the degrees, computer science, when they cannot really implement what they claim they can do, then they can come boom, they come someone who only has even an ordinary level certificate when he can program big things. So in programming, in most cases, they do not want papers, no verbal interview. No, it's all about what you can do. Yeah, it's all about what you can do with the programming. Yeah. Only programming questions. Only programming questions. Only programming questions. Only programming questions. Programming questions, guys. Programming questions. Programming questions. I expect from you to ask me how do I make money, how is things like that, because it's all about money. However much you program, however much you learn programming, it all ends in with you getting money. Even if you know how to program, but you without money, I think it's of no use. So I think that is it. It will all end with having money. How can one commercialize Python language in Uganda today? Okay. It's like a quick it's like an easy question, but it can confuse. First of all, I think the right question would be, what can I do for what can I make from Python? Because when you say commercialize, okay, when it comes to commercialize, for me, I understand that which jobs can I get from or with Python, or what things, what projects, or what startup can I do from Python. In many cases, let me start with the jobs. The truth, when it comes to jobs, and when you are living from any African country, since I joined social media, I can't guarantee anyone that please learn, it's a sure deal. Learn, it's a sure deal. I can't guarantee you, but I can guarantee you money. It's a sure deal. I can guarantee you money. I can guarantee that you can get money. But with the jobs, why we have less tech startups. Like for example, you were asking me basically from Uganda, but right now I can ask you, Jebale. I want bongo. With 2 eggs. Bongo for 2K. Kitegeera. Oli amanyi byogenda omutetenkanyiza. Binamukusa. Bakuleetera bongo n'amagi. Binakukusa. Kati kolo bakuleetera ki? Kati kwata tezijja kumala ssente ezeshe. Kati tetenkanyiza okwo. Bongo nange saagala butafuta nabikoowa. Ndeetera kolooti. Ndeetera tetenkanya kyolaba. I want boiled. I'm sorry guys, I've been ordering some lunch here. Sorry. Okay, Python. First of all, we've been on the job market. First of all, what I want, I'm telling you the reality, guys. I'm telling you the reality because I've seen everything. I see people. I'm living with the people, with the engineers. I've seen a lot of people who know many things. But when you are in Africa, let's say basically in Uganda, as you are from Uganda, I can guarantee you can get money, but I can't guarantee you that you can be employed. Why? We have less tech startups. Like I can ask you to list tech startups. You may fail to list 5. And when you list the 5, let me take an example. You've been able to list 5 when those companies have developers, and I can ask you to be sure which of those tech startups have at least 20 programmers. You will fail. You will fail. If you get to list the 5 tech companies that are using programmers, you will fail on another question. When I ask you, are you sure that those companies have at least 20 programmers? So comparing our country, Uganda, to American countries, to the European countries like US, where you can where you can find the companies that have from tens of work, ten thousands of programmers there in the company. You move from one building, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 50th building, it's a tech company with the programmers. 1, 2, 3. The next find another company. It's filled with the programmers. You go to Silicon Valley, you find that there are tens of ten thousands of people. So the better thing in our countries, when you are, like for example, when you have a language, or when you choose a language, be sure that you'll be you'll be self-reliant with that language. For example, okay, sure, me, I do not want to talk theory. I hate talking theory. Many times I talk things depending on myself, the way I've done things, and the way I'm seeing people doing things. Like for example, when you are an African, let's say you are Ugandan, be with a language, knowing that at least you can be self-reliant. You can make projects with that language. Or if not that, if it happens that you've got the guts, you can make an application or a startup using what you know. So in most cases, okay, sometimes one can land on a specific language, and you find that in the real world, when you come to making money, it may be a problem to you. Why? Like to use, I think, Python, you may need to be working somewhere as where in a company where in that part they need someone with Python. Like you can first ask yourself, okay, let's say you want to make a tech startup. Let me a company with Uber. Okay, can you make a Uber application with the Python? Can Python help you from making an Android application, making an iOS application, or Huawei application, because now they are different, or making a back end, or making a website, because these applications do need the web version. So you have to ask yourself such things. I'm relying this basically to African countries, Here it's not USA, because in USA at least you can be consumed with a single language, you know. Given that they need you, or they need a specific person with a certain language. So when you're in Africa, you have to understand that somewhere you have to be self-reliant. Like for me here, the days I've been freelancing, I've never failed to work on someone else's project because of because being limited by a language. Why? I chose languages that could help me in any angle. Only if it was only for finance, when the client had failed or to finance something, that's when I have failed. But I have never failed something because of a language. Why? I chose that with Flutter, knowing that I can make anything out of that and Flutter. And then I understood JavaScript. However much I knew that, I loved that, I knew for some things back end I needed JavaScript. So I learned JavaScript. Then I added on a close for me here. A close for me here. The sound is much. Even the shower room. Daughter. Daughter. Guys, sorry. The door's open. Sorry guys, here in home their town criers passing. Woo! Sorry, I'm not hearing well. Their town criers here passing by. Oh, the town criers. So, guys, if you are someone from Uganda, Kenya, or whichever African country, when you are learning engineering or programming, know that time will come when you have to be self-reliant. So, like now you asked me, Python, like how can I commercialize Python? There is no way how you can commercialize, only if you were asking me what jobs can I do with Python, or what projects can I do with Python. That's the direct question you have to ask. So that's the only way you can monetize your Python, no other way. So I may not be strict or to pin it that with Python you do this, because though I know Python, but I less use it. Even you may fail to find any project of mine I've ever used with Python, though I know it, but I've never done projects with the Python. So for me, the core, the languages I use daily, it's JavaScript and Dart Those are the languages I use every day. Strictly Python, JavaScript in the back end with the Express and Next.js. So that's me. So what I had, sorry, I'm prolonging, I'm taking it long because I just want to guide you wholly so that you get the whole picture, why we choose certain languages and what you have to do. Like being that I know JavaScript and that I can't fail anything. But when it comes to a specific language, like I have friends who say that you'll be there, he tells, okay, I started from HTML, CSS, then I went to C++, C#. Then you ask a friend, okay, then what really can you do with these things, given that you want to make something, is startup? Can you use these projects? Okay, can you use these languages to set up that project? So if you calculate with what you know, that really you may not be self-reliant in making something, then you have a question you have to ask yourself. Okay, I can't be self-reliant in this language, so can I be employed with it? But and another question, which country are you? You were in Uganda. which tech company are you to knock as are you going to knock to ask for a job? So many times I emphasize people, basically African programmers, to have to understand versatile languages that can do many things. I've been able to get what I got in freelancing, though I closed, but because I knew versatile languages, that and JavaScript. Those languages, they can do a lot of things. Like JavaScript, you will find it everywhere. So having a combination of such languages, you can do many things. So that's the thing. So back to the question you asked me, how can I commercialize Python? As I've said, there's no really, it's hard to give you a direct answer. That's what I can explain to you, because I can't like tell you that, no, please with Python do this and this and this, come up with this and this and this. You can make, I can't push you to a specific project that uses Python only. So in no project that I will do this, there is no company I will say that this company they need Python programmers. No. So that's the question. So like Python, like you, okay, surely me, I learned Python. I learned Python, even I learned it fast. I learned it fast. Okay, to learn that, I first learned Python, but I've never made any single coin from Python. But I've done most of my money from that. So I learned JavaScript, then Python, then that. But with Python, I've never got any money from any Python project. No single project I've never made of Python. Why? Because I've never got any project that could be self-reliant with Python. So all days I've been choosing the two languages that have been helping me. So that's the thing you have to know when you are choosing these languages. I have a problem many times. The people have been like people have been talking about the thing of Python many times here on social media, and there have been many programmers here telling me, why are you based with Python? Why are you based with Python? Many times then we don't know Python, you are some quarrel and they take it serious. No, me, I know Python. I learned it and I love it, but I've never made any single money from Python. Why? I've never found any single project I could do in Python, because even though you can make websites from Python using what frameworks, what, but to me, when I see to the current things, Next.js, which beats everything, I can't leave it and use another one. When it comes to mobile applications, I can't leave Flutter, which you only code once, only one code base, and it produces Android, iOS, Mac OS, Mac computers, Linux, Windows, websites, embedded software, at the same time, games. You only code once and you produce all of those things. So I cannot move from that, which can do that one, and then I choose Python. And I start figuring out how can I make an app from Python. So you see why the languages, do matter a lot. So with the Python, so that's how I can explain that, because me, I've never got any money from Python. So that's the thing. That's what I can share. So if you know Python, and when it's the only language add a versatile language, add JavaScript. Like me, the people who work with me, I've never got any anyone that I employed with Python, because we have no can't any Python part. But however much you may not need someone of JavaScript, you find yourself that there are things that are to be done with the JavaScript. Those are the versatile languages. In short, the multi-purpose languages that you are going to find it everywhere. Yeah. But with Python, people love it. Really, it's quick, and many of the university teach it. Merely some only teach that. So, but when it comes to the real world, you will find that there are different languages that you can do with like the prevailing projects currently that can make you something. Like, as a fact, I've never got any single money from Python. Yet I gave it time to learn it. Yeah. Some say, yes, Python is needed with the AI. With the AI, yes, because we are in AI, in cyber security, yes, it's Python there. But I can ask you a question. Like OpenAI. OpenAI is an artificial intelligence company, but you may find that the Python used in OpenAI is not even 40% or 30%, because they are using applications, they are using websites. Its applications and websites, they are not made in Python. Only training models, that's where you will find artificial intelligence, the Python thing. So that's why even if you are to make an AI company, you cannot build it with Python only. You need other languages like JavaScript, because when you interact on its application, you are not interacting with Python. No. When you are interacting with ChatGPT on the web, you are not interacting with Python. You are using JavaScript. Yeah. So that is it. My dear Fry, I love only engineering questions, programming questions. Only programming questions. La 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 la. Yeah.
Mula. Tuseye ne bintapako. Anjagala nkubuuza amagi gweterega mmeka nenkuflashinga nga tonkubidde.
Ekyokuzo.
Nga tene sausage njagala nkubuuze.
Okoze otya kati?
Kati ndesa buli kimu bya 2. Sausage za 2, amagi ga 2, bongo wa 2 n'egundi. Byonna bya 2.
Singa osindusigazaawo ntono. Aye mbanyo engezize kuzasa. Bagamba ndowooza bwe tukola. Bagamba anti atuya tumba nyina okupushingako okitegedde. It's okay. Kama hivi mpaka kugona kuswani. Yeah. Just put him on. Usigaze hapo. Banyina ngamba urumba sinanga amuloma.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Nange sijja kulaivu ndoto. Sijja kulaivu mbuze kulwana.
Atwanyina byenji mu kafuudi ndona.
Good afternoon, colleagues. How is the economy?
Yakubabuuza ekiro. Yababuuza ekiro. This account. Central. Oh, yakuteekamu credit card details ziri ku ssimu. Essimu eri ku live. Koze ntya? Essimu eri ku live. Tuli kuri credit card details. Anasikopa kuba namala okulaba. Tifa. Tifa. Any engineering questions, guys? Before I turn my head back to the computer. You know what? I need like a, two other phones. Nziza kubuulira. Nziza kubuulira. The total views on YouTube are more than on Gundi. TikTok. Ate on YouTube there is money. Which mean kakati whereby I can hold without my phone, so I cannot dedicate the phone I use to be on the live. Kitegeera bo obeera interacting nayo oba oliawo ng'okufuna client. Kitegeera so obeera okola mistake. It means do you know that I have two TikTok accounts zonna ziri active ezigenda live zonna zigendako abantu. Those are two phones. Then neya YouTube. Then eba ebijimba nyina okukwata mu ngalo yo ebyo tebibaamu. Obirabye? Eyo Facebook giveeko. No, so those are must. But two phones, it's like you don't have. You must be with the two phones and two iPhones. Two iPhones, two Androids.
What about Mapesa?
Mapesa obuzibu bakubira oyinza okukwata akubanja Mapesa eki kyezibeeredde obuzibu. Mapesa mbi. Mapesa kanzugula for some time oba olina noga nti katike muno nagamba mukutte mbadde simanyi bwobuzibu aba sagala bwe buzibu bwa Mapesa nayo Mapesa olina kukwata bukwasi ku smartphone. Mapesa oyinza okukwatamu abo bakubanja bataano. Leero kibadde kino okwata nogamba nfudde ono ani kati tugamba onneerabidde. Bwe buzibu bwa Mapesa bwebwo. Wavuddeyo Germany. Avudde ogikutte tomanyi. Akuba ku network yawa neyitamu ojjako bangamba oli Germany nkuba ku simu kumbe wajigira wajinyiga ati okyusiza Kamapesa ko kaleeta buleesi eyitamu. Mpulira n'empewo yawano wamma wavuddeyo gamba Mapesa kyonkoze. Abantu okuba empewo ndi ku airport akava nja kukubira edda kumbe owunya Kampala. Bwe buzibu bwa Mapesa kwata gw'otayagala. Olabyeyo smart gye bakubanga eriawo kati olaba kati nga oyinza okukubanga eriho gundi obanga eri ku live oba nenjirengera kati bwenvaako ate nezivaako eddamu nti eriwo yakubye ku live unless ng'ogeza ate mu calls n'olaba recent. Kati oludabo obwo nga bwoyinza okukuba oba nesitagula essimu ebeera ku live naye bw'obeera ng'oyina essimu ekuli wano mu ngalo wano otesobola kumisinga muntu gw'oyagala okukwata okukwatirawo naye kasita ebeera ku live nebyofiirwa bingi. So that's the reason. Shamim. Shamim. Hey. Say Shamim.
Shamim taliwo. Waliwo Shakira.
Sorry. Ebinya bimbuzaabuza yita gundi. Wallahi bimbuza. Shamim, Shakira, Shakuru, Shanita. Be bantu tubowaka. Be bantu bowaka. Kwata omenye. Kwata funako 5. Zitasi. Ndetera balance wangu. Mapesa ekulagiriza poliisi wooli naye sibaati ziri zite amannya gabeera. It's like when someone comes to my inbox and I don't know the number and he calls me engineer. Obeera ogenda kuba first of all anyonzije ku TikTok manya unjagazaaki engineer wamanya I don't freelance ngamba kati nono kati alina byagenda okumbuuza bibye sitagenda gye but if you come ngoli anonymous. If you ask me how much, ngamanye a number you want a product. Tekirungi kyagundi. Bagenda kubunongo sana. Ayiye mwana wattu tubunyamba. Ani gundi blood pressure mbi nnyo nayo ku society yayo. Naye obanga bon correcting. Kwendi ku TikTok tebambuuza naye nomala todda wali notandika okukola nga bajja nga bakubuuza bakuvuma akatwe kano kakolawo wakyewo kakana akatadda mu bantu naye wendi njala bwe bambuuza enziremu nga banvuma akatwe nga banvuma ennyindo kano kakola kiwa kati wendi ndi mukweyogeza nzekka. Enaddako nga banvuma obulevu bw'abasezi yewe obusalako eriwo kyebatamvumye ono ku TikTok kasote kangangayo vidiyo n'olaba nga etrendinga comments weesibe ebbiri okugenda baba bakuvuma noteekayo vidiyo enda okulaba notification comments manya kyebatakuvumye nga tekiriyo. It's like the YouTube too. It's like the YouTube to me is better than TikTok when it comes to live. Sinaguze bafumeko. Nze bw'onoba stede oli dedicated obutatya bivumu etujja kunoonyereza essimu tugule endala okole content. Olina okumalawo kwanshuwalinga sikuneesirisizaako ng'essimu oyina yakuvuma bantu. Samusanga si kuzina bagambe nti kyabaliko bonna bazina nedda. Kati tugenda njagala twale bugundi bwagundi customer care manager, customer care department ennono nayo nene eyayanatiba nene naye bwe tubeera ffenna mu kampani abagenda okusayininga. Content is part of the work. You can do anything. Something. So, yes? So, tobulwa kyokola okola ebyonoono developing account. Olowooza abo batandika bati oziza buli olyoka ali mu kuzina, si buli omu ofiguring out. Kandi nange I struggled to come up with the right thing. I was in sales, psychology ne software engineering. Naye byonna mbireeta nogira nentekayo polo biki byemwagala abaana batwagala software engineering. Tegeza bulijjo bino yasamubasa abaana tebabyagala bwentyo. Ebyo ebyasooka tewabirabanga katogo. So ebisinogera nga abantu baagala bya engineering. Kati gwe mwennyini olina okuzuula what people want, ate ebeerawo nekyosobola gwe nga gwe. Hi, mister. Any software engineering question, programming question? Yeah, when I turn my head, I'm going to code. I'll be quiet. Nina okuguma ne bakuvuma nokitegeera. Nange nenzija mu comment nenseka nga bw'oseka. Kwata ezo zikubeeremu awo. Kwata zino ezo zintu za transport wange. Oguma ne bakuvuma nga nange wenze bamuvuma nga
nga blocking comment section.
Kati olaba to blockinga kakati mulimu abantu abavuma for fun, okitegeera, for fun. Mulimu posti gy'oteekayo nga mubutuufu naawe olaba bagenda kuvuma ng'okisuubira, eyo ogireka kuba wabadde okisuubira kyewakoze. Nga the video eno lisine gye nakwata nengira situlo nensika egiraasi eweddemu nga nkimanyi bagenda kunvuma obukopi, simanya obbye juice, toyagala kusasula. Walaba eyo video gye banvuma nga bakuvuma, naye nali nkisuubira, okitegeera. Mubutuufu nawe nga bw'olaba mubutuufu video n'oba gwe omuntu omukolaki omuvuma omujerega, kati mulimu kyogera nga nawe ng'okikoze okigenderedde ng'okimanyi bigenda okuddako, bagenda kuvuma, kati eyo ogireka. Kitegeera, you are making up a comment yadde banvuma naye like more than 1000 people oba bali mu 1000 mu statistics abo banfollowing okuva ku video eyo, okitegeera. So ebeera kukolera, naye mulimu omuntu abeera negative, okitegeera, no marking omuntu eva nga talina kirungi kyakusuubiramu nga alina ebigambo bya omuntu ng'ayogera sentence bigambo bingi kwegamba nga akuteekamu pawa obukyayi. Kati oyo olaba abantu omuntu akuwa nnyo energy, specifying omuntu nga abantu ono akuwa nnyo energy. Omuntu gw'osoma yadde obeera mubona okulaba nga kitegeera akuvuluga nnyo, alina ebigambo byayogera, oyo omublocking. Naye mubeeramu fun nga bakuvuma nga bo bali mu kunyumirwa, kati oyo obaleka.
Oyinza okuba blocking nga ne bafuna ka video ko ne bakateekayo wali waggulu we bakuvuma.
Kati ekyo kireka, naye mulimu abakuvuma for fun, you leave them. Okuba nawe osobola okugenda mu comment y'omuntu n'otandika okuseka. So abakuvuma for fun, ng'olaba fun banyumirwa, baleke. Kuba nange banvuma nezira mu comment n'entandika okuseka. Kati abo bw'otandika okulumba tosobola kumalako nabo, bajja kuvuma, okitegeera. Kati nange nabeegattako n'entandika okusekera mu comment nga banvuma, neŋŋamba ono anvumye oluba nenkebera mu mmira, nanvumye ennyindo nenkebera, nakuvuma simanya akatwe, olinganga embwa, ebyo kibikima kabbi. Ati nange nentandika kuseka nebinsuubira, buli omu ng'ajjayo energy ye ngenda okukebera nga banfollowinze okuva ku video eyo, neŋŋamba nenyumirwa. Naye omuntu ali negative, specify a person nga every video like if you identify a person nti takwagala, olira nogamba nti ono tanjagala, evo ebigambo byayogera ku discourage nga biki oyo mu gym, oyo mu blocking. Naye bano abanyumirwa, oya omuntu ne bwakuvumira kinaye ng'olaba ali mu fun, omuleka bulesi. Hi guys, ask me for software engineering questions. I'm here. I'm doing nothing. I'm waiting for you. Bakuvuma nawe n'onyumirwa bye bakuvuma n'otandika kuseka. Ogamba simanyi ono oyina enkoona ekulinnyo ng'ekisiikirize ky'ovakkedo, n'okubamu akafaananyi k'ovakkedo n'ekisiikirize n'enkoona yo. Abaana balina ebigambo. Bakuvuma n'obivaako n'otandika kunyumirwa comments. Kati nze namanyiira oba munvuma oba mukola ki, ati nga bano banvumira ku beach, omunja kujja ndi bwereere. You do hear my next video at the beach, I will come when I'm naked like Adam. So prepare yo wabivumo. Aizulu namuvuma nenamanyira kaka. I'm used. I'm coming naked in my next videos from the beach. You trolled me because I'm slim. You took the bones at the beach. The bones at the beach. The next ones I'll be naked. Yes. So YouTube can be a better platform on live than TikTok. The biggest live I've ever made, I would have made like 3K, more than 10M on YouTube. Sikulimba. So I'm looking forward to organize my YouTube for lives. That's another brand new iPhone. Hey! No! iPhone. Oh! When is that? I need an iPhone. Another iPhone. When is that? Yeah? Specifically for YouTube. And by the way, we are going to have a dedicated phone. Lunch? Okay. It's okay. Tuwako kwenye. Katicho, if you get any scenario, otambula oti nze mbera muno, otambula oti nojja kudirisa lino, oliraba lino, kati nze mpulirawo
ngamba si wabweru munda bagenze ku makya bonna
bambi
ngenda okukwata ku lugi nga muno muli ebbuku.
Okay, ate kino nsumuzo ntambula nakyo oba nja kukyawulako eki ate kyekimu. Anyway, olwo enda kulekanga kijja kulekanga ekisumuzo kino ekyange tegedde kati nkitegedde ankijje namu kankijjemu. Guys, I'm waiting for software engineering questions. I'm not in the conversation, I'm waiting for you. So kankijjemu. This is it. Kibeerawo. People on TikTok can abuse you and you start laughing instead of crying. And you start crying and you start laughing instead of crying. Hey, Joko with those guys, they can abuse. Joko. Okay. oto bank ojje wano nzije enda kufuluma muko so kunoonyawo topic bakuvume nkusange ng'okaaba naye tobatya si bangi tebaliko leero ku sande ejja kubuuza byotategera olubiddo akati asooke nkulage kati olaba ifyuwaveya olaba awuwakundi kati olaba kyoyinza okulabira kati olaba eno studio yaffe emabega eriyo eki toyinza okusikakateni nga weerabidde obanga okololibwa kitegeera naye mukikozeeko ekiteetenyekera okubeera live olabanaye oba saali naalingira akatebe ne kaloba oli omupiira ne ugoba mu lutimbe kati wanasika ntya biri ebintu ne bivaayo bwe biti kati binsobola okukola mukitegedde amweza ati ebisigadde bivumu okusangawo ntubavuma ffenna just that kitegedde ekyokoyinza okututalinya omukundi kateniire kitegera byanywera oyinza okukijigira yankubako wano byonna ne bivaayo obutagirinnyamu wano ekyo ekyanyamba saaliko naye nabikulakoko mu kasonda olwaneerabidde naddala ngaolina osobola okukola ebyo bintu nga owunze genda babesebe ayeri eya YouTube ngitwala ngenda kuleka ku TikTok kokka so just that.
Engineer, tell us more about programming. So I have less knowledge about programming, but
I'm learning. I'm learning with my uncle. I'm learning. You be there very serious. If the internet disturbs you, you can do what I told you.